Hello guys, it's Shaun Thomson here. Welcome back to another Airsoft gameplay video. Today we're at Biohazard Airsoft in Ardeer Stevenson. Without further ado, let's get into this week's video. If you are new here, feel free to consider subscribing. It is completely free and it pays for the BBs. It doesn't actually, but it was a fun thing to say. Anyways, today we're using the Tokyo Mauri Scar-H with 0.25mm Tracer BBs. And of course the Tokyo Mauri Mk23. You might see me whip it out every now and then. Without further ado, let's jump in to this week's video. Alright, so unfortunately the GoPro did have a little bit of an issue and it did fail at the start, so you've just missed a couple of kills, maybe about a minute, 2 minute worth of footage. However, this was the only game we got recorded upstairs and I really did want to upload an upstairs Airsoft gameplay video. So, here we are. Today it said game of domination. In the middle of the building is of course the domination area. We have to obviously turn that to our colour. You'll see that shortly. But right now we're just pushing up round the right hand side and trying to take out as much of their reinforcements as possible. It was a cracking game day, I won't lie to you. A lot of higher zone, a couple of no-hit takers, but it's Airsoft, that does happen. Again, this is my first Airsoft gameplay video, or Airsoft game in about 6 months. No, more 4 months. So I'm pretty rusty. I do apologise if you're about to see some subpar Airsoft content.
Dead man.
But that was a nice little trade, a gun hit for a stomach hit. The Stormtrooper Harry, let's get back into it. Unfortunately, I shot a dead man, but I shot him twice there and I thought they hurt. But he came back and killed me. I did feel like there I had smacked that guy, I'd say at least twice on 2 different occasions. But at the end of the day, it is just a game. So all we gotta do is jump back into it and shoot him harder next time. Now, this is of course one of the first times I've ever played on this site, or not on this site, up in this room, so I'm quite struggling with the layout of it still. This is probably my second game up here, but at the same time, I'll learn the layout eventually, so you will see me getting lost and just not playing to my full-on best. But Stormtrooper Harry, or Overkill Harry, whatever you want to call him, he got to... Kidding on Harry, don't... That's me dead. That's karma for making fun of Harry, isn't it? And of course, I dropped the mag out my Tokyo Mauri Mk23, which isn't too good. Not a very steady catch, if you know what I mean. Like, it does slip out quite easy. Again, here we were having a wee bit of trouble with this guy as well. Of course, the guy to my left thought he'd shot him, thought he'd killed him. I then shot him, thought I'd killed him, but he still came back out. But luckily, I landed 2 on his hand. So hopefully that should teach him for not taking these fucking hits. Fucking, it's just a game, innit? Calm down, Shaun. Trying a different approach this time, hoping this guy in the corner can clear that so I can run straight through into the domination zone. But it wasn't quite working to my plan because he was still in a firefight with him. I didn't want to run across because I would have been peppered on the back. So a wee bit of a rotate and come back. And there was nobody there anyway. Or in fact, there was one person there. My bad. Anyways, I was shaking my head there, so I must have hurt him as well and felt like I'd hurt him. Or I was just shaking my head because I've got ADHD, ain't it? I just do random things. And double tap by a 3-shot shotgun. Yeah, bastard. Right, this is now the domination area, not this room here, but right there, that little barrel is, of course, the control point, or the point that we want to control. Of course, plenty of marshals watching it to make sure no dodgy shit's going on. And yeah, this is my first time ever pulled around that corner, and Underground Caddy got the bang roll on me. Well, more I shat myself and decided that I'd take it anyways. And let's drop the Tokyo Mauri Scar-H off and let's go for a little bit more of a lightweight approach with, of course, the Mk23. I'm not using the suppressor on it, nor the flash box or the light box, whatever you want to call it. I want it to be as small and as lightweight as possible. It may be not as quiet with the silencer off, but it still is certainly quiet enough. And for sneaking around bits to dominate kind of here, it's the ideal pistol for the job, providing I can find someone to shoot. And just like that, my first kill with the Mk23. He shot himself there. And of course, another death. I'm in love with how quiet that pistol is.
God damn. Yeah, I was trying to fucking move my scar around down here, man. I was hitting everything.
Checking that the mist is still on our colour, which is, of course, blue.
That's a good lead.
Another wee kill with Mark 23! Here we go! And he looks like he fucking felt that, by the way. Don't know why I kept pushing out into their spawn. I should have just held the domination zone. Like, I don't need to push out any further. I'm just getting myself killed, like what just happened there. I don't know why. I don't know what my plan was there. Bit silly.
Dead man! Oh fuck, I'm lost.
And this is where I got lost. But luckily, I managed to bring it back real quick and find out, you know, that I was going the wrong way. Eventually, get out after I'd left a breadcrumb trail of BBs. Breadcrumb.
Dead man! Dead man! I'm gonna want it. What I'm gonna want is you shoot somebody, see the BB hit them, then they go, oh yeah. No, you're thinking. Somebody once told me. Thank you.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb. Finger and her bum. She up and down on her forehead. And that is game over. Thank you very much for watching another Airsoft gameplay video. I hope you guys are enjoying. And as always, I'll see you boys and girls in the next video. Goodbye. I can't write and I can't read, but that don't really matter because I come from the countryside and I can drive a tractor.